Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. So as you can probably hear, I'm still sick. My voice still sounds horrible, but I'm gonna try and get this done because this video is not that long, it's only about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna try and endure, like push through the video because I really want to get a full voiceover out because there's a lot to talk about that happened in the community and also in my life in the past couple of days. So I really wanted to do this. So fingers crossed I survive. Anyway, so let's talk about this build. So this is the second build in my one pack only series. I started about I don't want to say a month ago, but I'm not sure. It was when Growing Together came out, and I built a house using only Growing Together for a family. So it was more like a traditional kind of craftsman looking home for a family. I don't even know how many sims, but this build is in Sulani, so I used only Island Living and base game. I wanted to make something like really tropical, and I was inspired by a build by I believe no, it was by oh god, I forgot their name. I'm gonna try and link something in the description because I forgot the name of the creator. And they did this like really cute but very small build in Sulani, and it was like really cute and colorful, so that's what I kind of wanted to go off. So yeah, the build is obviously built in Sulani. It's on a 30 by 30. Sorry, by the beach. The lot is called Kinship, and the house comes in at 67,122 simoleons, and it can fit 2 adults and 1 infant. I'm sorry for the noises, but that's because my throat is just not loving the talking. Okay, let's talk about first what happened in the community. So we got 2 new kits yesterday, and I'm really excited. I kind of I'm not sure about the basement kind of grungy whatever kit. I haven't really looked at that one, but I really like the greenhouse one, even though I think there is a missed opportunity for the team, for the Sims team. Because obviously when you look at like traditional normal looking greenhouses like we have here, my grandparents had like a really big, not really big, but they had quite a decent sized greenhouse in their backyard back in the day, and obviously it has glass everywhere. So even kind of the front of the roof, kind of the triangle shaped roof, is made of glass. But they didn't do it. They gave us beautiful windows that are really cute. They match really nicely with the mosquito windows that we have already in the game. But they did not give us the triangle windows. So I was like very hopeful. Maybe we could give that. When I saw just the name of the kit, okay, maybe we could get that. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't. It could be like a window kit full of like windows like that, but yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen, and I feel like it's a really missed opportunity. It's a shame that they didn't do it because I would love that so much. So yeah, with the other one I did not have that much time to explore it yet, so I'll have to wait and see for that one. But I don't think it's completely my style, but I think I might use some items here and there as well. I already used the greenhouse kit in a build that you'll get on Tuesday, which is my entry into Simmery's Tiny Shell Challenge, and I absolutely love the result. I built it in Tartosa. It's beautiful, colorful, pretty. I'm so excited about that one. That's probably one of my favorite builds that I did in a while. Yeah, so we covered the kits. So another thing I wanted to talk about is the new schedule. So this video is coming up on a Friday, which is not my normal post day, but I'm changing. I already talked about in my last speed build, the apartment, and I'm changing my schedule back to what it was back when I started my channel a couple of years ago. So I used to post on Fridays, then I used to post Tuesdays and Fridays, then I went back to Fridays, then I switched to Sundays, and now I'm going back to Tuesdays and Sundays. Tuesdays and Fridays. I don't know why. I think Friday worked better for me when it comes to like the watch time and things like that. I mean, obviously I'm getting more now that I'm a bigger channel, things like that, but I feel like the schedule I had before was a little bit better. I also did some research about when people are on YouTube, things like that, and I think that this is going to work better. So I'm gonna try. And I also talked about that I'm not kind of unsure about what content to do. Not That's probably not the greatest of ways to call it, but I wanted to try and make like challenges and tutorials, but I'm just not sure about that anymore. So I'm definitely staying with speed builds. I think I might add some let's builds, so more like real-time building videos, but tutorials, I might come back to them because I really like the ideas, but I'm just not really into them at the moment. And with challenges, definitely not. I tried the one and I didn't like it at all. So yeah, moving forward, it's going to be mainly build stuff and speed builds and maybe some let's builds, but I don't have time for them at the moment because that's another thing I want to talk about. So next week I'm starting my practicum, is what we call it, which is kind of like supervised teaching. So I'm going to a local elementary secondary school, and I will be observing for the first week mostly, and then I'll be teaching around 20 hours combined in both of my subjects with a mentor, which is like a experienced teacher that already teaches at the school. So it's there's going to be a lot of prepping. I'll need to do lesson plans, and I need to really make the lessons plan properly because I'll have to hand them in later. So there's going to be a lot to go with, and I'm going to be pretty busy during the week. So that's why I'm not going to have a lot of time for the real-time videos. I wanted to film them this week, but obviously because I'm sick and this is the first day that I've been able to talk for more than like 3 minutes at a time, even though I already had to stop this recording twice. So I will have to start with them after the practicum is finished, because I just cannot do them at the moment. I also don't look very appealing at the moment either, because, you know, from laying in bed all week, yeah, you don't want to see that, trust me. So that I have built done and pre-recorded, so I'm just gonna have to do voiceovers. So that's fine, you'll get content, but I just have to kind of postpone the debut of my Let's Build series. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I really wanted to cover. So we can now go back to the build. I really loved using this pack, and I kind of went for like a very dreamy color palette with lots of blue because, you know, I did that on the exterior. I used the blue paneling that came with Island Living, and I kind of wanted to carry that inside because, you know, you have the beautiful blue ocean surrounding the building, so I felt like the blue color was a really good thing to use. I also wanted to make sure that the space was really light and that it felt really cohesive, but also that was a weird pronunciation of the word cohesive. Never mind. I really wanted to make sure it was cohesive, so I wanted to kind of carry colors all around the space. So I used dark wood floor, but I used more lighter colors for the furniture itself. So there is a lot of like warm woods, and there's like lighter woods and whites and grays paired with the blue. And I really like the way it turned out. I think it fits really nicely with the world and with kind of the vibe that the world is giving and kind of the items are giving. It's very breezy and bright and light and just tropical, and I really like that. Yeah. I just realized that I use the same counters in the build that you're gonna get on Tuesday. But because I build stuff randomly, so I built this maybe like a month and a half ago, but the shell for Tuesday I finished yesterday. So it's kind of, I did not build them right after each other, but I have like stuff pre-recorded, so it's kind of, it might seem like I'm using the same items in like build after build, but it's not that way because, as I said, I built this like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. I also utilized quite a bit of the items that we got in like the fairly recent update for the base game, because they look really pretty. Especially, I really love the rug that you can see here in the hallway. I swap it out later, or maybe I change the swatch. I'm not sure about that, but it's really cute and I use it quite a lot. You're gonna see it in quite a few of my builds coming forward, or like the ones that are already finished. I kind of forgot what my schedule is, like what I have scheduled for after. So you get this on like today, the Friday. Then there's the shell that I already talked about, which is the simmery shell, and I built that for a florist. But I'm gonna take a look into my schedule, what I have next. Oh, okay, another tiny home. So I have a couple of tiny homes going your way. Sorry about the voice. It's really frustrating because I really wanted to get this done, and I had to get this done today because I'm recording this just earlier, just a couple of hours before the video actually comes out. Yeah, so let's go back to that. So I have a tiny home in Brinton Bay at the end of April, and my first May build is again a tiny home, this time in a Handford on Bagley. I haven't built that in a while and I'm really excited. Speaking of things that I repeat in every build, so the florist's home that I'm going to be sharing with you on Tuesday is a lot about purple, which is also the case for the first build in May, but again I built them like a month apart. But I just have a thing for purple apparently, and I was really inspired by certain elements in like different things, and yeah, so it turned out to be purple, which is kind of cute. I really like purple. It used to be my favorite color. Now it's blue, but I really like purple, especially because it kind of combines red and blue, I guess. Anyway, so this is the build for not an infant, but a toddler. I thought I built this for an infant, but it's for a toddler. So I really went all out with colors here. So I was inspired by the bat swatch that we have here, and I carried that through the entire room, and there is a lot of color, and I really like the way it looks. So yeah, that's almost it for today's video. We survived it. My voice survived it. And yeah, if you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. They're always linked in the description. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.